the devolution is at a higher notch than even a government which did not have that experience in Nigeria. And the resources are divided between national government and states almost equally, or it's almost 50-50. I have been to a meeting, the World Urban Forum, which was of sovereign states, which means counties, states, provinces. And some of these strong sub-sovereign entities in some countries, when we were in that conference, they were signing deals to build airports, to build ports. You know, why should Mombasa port be a national asset? In the United States, some of these ports and airports are not operated by national governments. But there's this thing that we want it whole. Well, even a family, if you run it on that basis, you cannot really succeed.
You have to devolve power.
Yeah,
so you're saying that the people have the intention of, but at the election point, of electing a government that will live by the letter and spirit of the Constitution. And then we've seen governments not living fully to the letter and spirit of the Constitution. Okay? So what then needs to change?
I think with this is a Kenyan problem. I don't know how we resolve it. When the elections come, we go ethnic, we go tribal. The issues don't matter. I think Gen Z was the biggest movement. After the movement for independence, we did not depend on political parties. Political parties were created after the colonial power was now ready and willing to relinquish power. But the movement towards independence was fought by the people in the streets, in the forests. Now, these Gen Zs were fighting in the streets with no other agenda. They were not saying, we want to be governor of Nairobi, we want these positions. They were just concerned about their situation. I wish that movement would have continued, and I think that movement would have led to a different kind of politics.
Some in your quarters, Governor, felt that movement was getting to a dangerous zone. It was getting out of hand. It could have led into a situation of anarchy in this country.
Well, I don't think it was an insurrection. I think in a democracy, unless you allow people to express their views robustly and they are unarmed, you should learn to live with it in democracies. I mean, look at what has happened in France. They're constantly, that President Macron, in 2 years, I don't know how many prime ministers he's had, because of constant, demonstrations. Even when we have a strong man in politics, but if it's a fully fledged democracy, I don't think people should be scared of people coming out. Because our constitution says the people are sovereign. They exercise their power directly.
The constitution says that. But how it's translated
or indirectly. But how do they exercise it directly? That is a question. They vote. But they can also protest.
Yes.
They can picket. And it doesn't say it has to be this size.
You're about to ask something.
Go first. It's okay.
Just still on this issue, you've seen revolutions, you've been at the heart of them. Is there anything about what we're going through now as a country that concerns you? Because the pushback on agency, at least for those of us who are alive in a time when we're seeing it play out in real time, is worrying. You've seen it from the 80s, the 90s, but is there something about how people's push for power being muffled, which I think it is, how much does it concern you vis-a-vis how it did in the past?
It concerns me that the desire of our constitution was to have a responsible executive, but with very little power. Power was decentralized. and the executive was supposed to, keep within its, space. If you look at the presidency between Kenyatta's time and now, there's not so much of a difference. There's not so much a difference. I think I'm hoping we will be one day be in a country where it would not really matter who is in State House, but it'll matter what happens to you as a free citizen. There are some countries you go to, like in the UK now, if you ask somebody in the street who is the prime minister, they'll not be able to tell you. Yeah, because governance is there. Who is
institutional,
the
yes.
Yeah, is institutional,
not personality driven.
Not personality. So I think the big man syndrome, whether the counties, I'm not saying just the national government, even at the counties. The big man syndrome, comes up all the time. And that can only, come down with a more conscientized, nation, aware of their rights. And I'm happy about Kenyans because we live in a neighborhood that we can really. We don't have very good examples to live by or live with. In fact, Kenya can be a little gem comparatively. But, democracies are not about being better than your neighbor. It's about being the best.
Right.
At any moment. So I hope that we can conscientize our people so that, particularly the young people, they were coming up with a wonderful idea.
You say that like it's in the past. I think it's just taken a different form. And you've, like Janet said, you've been through lots of wave changes, whether it's multi-party democracy, whether it's a new constitution. I think they ebb and flow, right? Movements, they ebb and they flow and they change tact when need be. Is there anything from those times that reminds, like, that you can see happening now? Or do you actually think that this movement and this fervor that Gen Z had has died out?
I don't think it'll die out. It'll be a lull. So long as things don't change, there'll be a lull. Weaponization of, criminal justice system.
Juzi nilikuwa nahitaji pesa ya haraka. Nikakopa 40k kwa hii app yenye interest yake ni 600 kila.
Justice system sometimes has got very, authoritarian and consequences. How to fight your opponent, use the coercive instruments of the state. That happens in democracies that are not living true to their principles. But I believe that the Kenyan youth, their level of their conscientization cannot allow things to happen like they used to happen in the past. There's and with social media, people get news before even people in government know what's happening.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, it's a powerful instrument.
It's amplified. We're going to, I know we'll come to a break soon and ask about party politics. It's hard to escape that. Bura Wellington is asking something that I had actually wanted to ask you, which is whether there's a time, and I think we talked about it in the break, where you've had to choose between conscience and career.
No, many times. Most of the time very disturbed, actually. Because matters of conscience and principle are things that I've learned to live with over the years. But we live in a nation where if you want to make choices, those choices sometimes can take you into the wrong direction. I know of my comrades who have tried to stick to issues of principle and not have a midway. Sometimes the noise that comes from the mainstream politics pushes them to the periphery of events and of debates. I have people I've known for their commitment people like Koigu Amwere and Mwachofi, very good brains, but being so rigid, pushes them to the periphery rather than have a voice within the mainstream. So this balance is something that disturbs me all the time.
It disturbs you
all the time.
Observing you, I'll telling you personally, it also I can sort of feel how it's disturbing you, but it disturbs me as well.